thump in your chest is not just your heart pumping blood and your life force. That thump in your chest is also a clock ticking with time, and we must understand that that time is limited. Allow me to share with you a parable that explains the importance of our own physical competence that none of us, especially as men, should ever neglect. The sound of a man's heart. Listen. If you're quiet enough, you can hear it. That sound is your life. That sound is responsibility. That sound is time running out. Every beat is a question. Are you strong enough? Are you disciplined enough? Are you accountable, or are you just existing? A man's heartbeat was never meant to be background noise, but rather it was meant to be a drum, a war drum, a call to readiness. But in modern Western society, the drum has been muted. We have men entertained but not engaged, stimulated but not strong, opinionated but not accountable. We have men who can debate politics but can't carry their own injured child to safety. Men who speak of justice but cannot control their own appetites. Men who demand respect but avoid responsibility. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who lived in a comfortable home. Good suburb. Good income. Good life. He believed the world was safe. He believed that won't happen here. He believed strength was optional. Something for athletes, soldiers, or extremists. One night, there was a crash downstairs. His wife jolted awake, his child began to cry, and in that very moment, that irreversible second, his comfort evaporated. Now understand this, that moment does not care about your excuses. It does not care about your intentions. It does not care that you meant to start training next month. In that moment, there is only reality. Are you capable? Or are you not? Physical competence is not about vanity. It is not ego. It is not about abs in the mirror. It is about being dangerous to danger. It is about being able to act when action is required. It is about knowing that if chaos comes through the door, it will meet resistance, not panic, not hesitation. Resistance. But there's a deeper truth. Physical weakness is often a symptom of moral weakness, because both require the same thing. Accountability. The discipline to wake up when you don't feel like it. The humility to admit when you're out of shape. The courage to confront your laziness. The refusal to blame your schedule, your genetics, or your upbringing. A man without accountability is unstable, and instability in a man spreads. It spreads to his finances, it spreads to his marriage, it spreads to his children. It will spread throughout his own community. You cannot compartmentalize weakness. If you lie to yourself in the gym, you will lie to yourself in life. If you excuse your physical decline, you will excuse your own moral decline. The same voice that says skip the session will eventually say skip the truth. If you say you love your family, good. Because understand that love is truth, not lies. Love is not a feeling, but rather love is preparation. Love is provision. Love is protection. Love is staying strong enough to carry weight that is not yours. Do you understand what happens to a household when the man is unreliable? I'll tell you. Anxiety rises, security evaporates, respect diminishes, not because he isn't loved, but because he isn't trusted. And trust is built on consistency. Consistency is built on discipline. Discipline is built on accountability. Accountability means you do not negotiate with weakness. You stop romanticizing comfort. You stop saying, I'll start when. No, you start now. You start when you're tired. You start when you are unsure. You start imperfect. Because every rep you complete when you don't feel like it is a vote for the man that you are becoming. Every cold morning that you show up is a declaration that your feelings are not in charge. And when your feelings are not in charge, your life becomes stable. And there is something else that we must all confront, and that is excused incompetence. We live in a time that celebrates vulnerability but rarely celebrates growth. Men confess struggle and stay there. Men admit weakness and justify it. Men say, this is just how I am. No. This is how you have chosen to remain. Your body reflects your habits. Your habits reflect your discipline. Your discipline reflects your standards, and your standards reveal your true character. Physical competence sharpens more than the body. It sharpens the mind. When you lift something heavy, you are training your nervous system to handle stress. When you sprint until your lungs burn, you are teaching yourself that discomfort is survivable. When you choose effort over ease, you are reinforcing authority over impulse. That authority transfers. It transfers to your temper, to your words, to your decisions, to your leadership. Imagine your son watching you. He doesn't care about what you post. He doesn't care about what you argue online, but rather he watches what you do. Does he see a man who trains, a man who keeps his word, a man who stands upright, or does he see negotiation? If your daughter chooses a husband, you must understand that she will choose what feels familiar. Will familiar mean steady or soft? Your accountability today writes their future. This is not about paranoia, it is about preparedness. This is not about aggression, it is about capability. A restrained, strong man is a pillar. A weak man pretending to be peaceful is a liability. Peace is preserved by men who could be dangerous but choose discipline. You say you want confidence. Confidence is not given. Confidence is earned through evidence. Evidence that you can endure. Evidence that you can suffer. Evidence that when pressure increases, you do not collapse. Pressure reveals truth, and sooner or later, life applies pressure. It always does. Through illness, financial stress, conflict, loss. When that day comes, your family will not, nor will it ever ask how you felt. They will look to you. Your heartbeat will still sound the same, but the question is, does it beat with courage or fear? Accountability is a form of love. Physical competence is a form of leadership. And leadership begins with self-mastery. You do not rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your own preparation. So prepare. Train. Refuse excuses. Hold yourself to a higher standard than what the world demands. Because the world does not carry your responsibilities, but rather you do. One day, far sooner than you think, your heart will beat for the very last time. And when it does, let it not be said that you lived soft. Let it not be said that you chose comfort over courage. But let it be said that he was accountable, he was capable, he was steady, he was strong, he was safe to stand behind and stand with. Listen, right now. Can you hear it? That's your heart. It's still beating. You still have time, but not forever. Train like a man who understands that. Live like a man who accepts that. Lead like a man who knows that every beat is borrowed. Now go earn the next one. Truth wears the crown. God bless.